Hello tutor, this is my final exam presenting my proposal of evaluation. The chosen school is Knightsbridge Schools International, which is located in north of Bogota. It's going to be carried out on 5th grade, which has a number of students of 15. And its bilingual level of language is B2. And it counts on 8 hours of daily class hours. Among the proposals of evaluations I could mention: formative evaluation. This proposal includes any form of classroom interaction that generates information on student learning, which is then used by faculty and students to fine-tune their teaching and learning strategies, respectively, during the teaching-learning process. My proposal on formative evaluation is questioning. Asking better questions affords students an opportunity for deeper thinking and provides teachers with significant insight into the degree and depth of student understanding. Questions of this nature engage students in classroom dialogue that expands student learning. Questions should go beyond the typical factual questions requiring recall of facts or numbers. Create a classroom culture open to dialogue. A positive expression, nod, or verbal acknowledgement of a correct response encourages students to participate in discussions. Pose questions in non-threatening ways and receive answers in a supportive fashion. A harsh one, especially when it interrupts a student's response, can be devastating for both the student and his or her peers. Use both pre-planned and emerging questions. Pre-planned questions are those prepared by the teacher to introduce new concepts, focus the discussion on certain items, steer the discussion in specific directions, or identify the level of student knowledge on the topic. Emerging questions derive from the discussion itself and the specific answers given to previous questions. Teachers need to go with the flow, using questions, responses to bring depth and breadth to the lesson. Summative evaluation. Summative evaluation looks at the impact of an intervention on the target group. This type of evaluation is arguably what is considered most often as evaluation by project staff and funding bodies. That is, finding out what the project achieved. My proposal on summative evaluation is performance task. Students are asked to complete a task that will test a specific set of skills and/or abilities and determine what the students know and are capable of doing. A rubric, checklist, or other form of a scoring guide should accompany this type of assessment. Quantitative assessment methods. Quantitative methods use numbers for interpreting data and are distinguished by emphasis on numbers, measurement, experimental design, and statistical analysis. Large numbers of cases may be analyzed using quantitative design, and this type of design is deductive in nature, often stemming from a preconceived hypothesis. Examples: questionnaires, revision questions, quizzes, and so on. My proposal on quantitative assessment is homework with quizzes. A newer feature of quizzes is that the teacher can assign the quizzes as homework. As a teacher, simply select the quiz you would like to assign. Choose the due date. Select from the other game options such as showing the leaderboard or memes, and then proceed. Students can complete the quiz as a homework assignment, getting that valuable practice, having fun in the process, and you receive the feedback that will guide your instruction. Another great feature is that you can combine multiple quizzes by selecting questions from other sets of quiz questions to add into a new one. It is very simple and enables you to search from a variety of quizzes and select the best questions for the homework. Qualitative assessment methods. More subjective than quantitative evaluation, qualitative observations are defined in science as any observation made using the five senses. Because people often reach different interpretations when using only their senses, qualitative evaluation becomes harder to reproduce with accuracy. Two individuals evaluating the same thing may end up with different or conflicting results. Examples: essays, focus groups, scenarios, projects, case studies, artifacts, personal experiences, introspection, visual texts, portfolios, direct observation, role play or simulation, and so on. My proposal on qualitative assessment is role play because it's fun and motivating. Quieter students get the chance to express themselves in a more forthright way. The world of the classroom is broadened to include the outside world, thus offering a much wider range of language opportunities. In addition to these reasons, students who will at some point travel to an English-speaking country are given a chance to rehearse their English in a safe environment. Real situations can be created and students can benefit from the practice. Mistakes can be made with no drastic consequences. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you so very much for your attention. Bye-bye.